actually had an encounter with a demon. And hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today this video will be a story time video about my paranormal experience. It's actually a combination of nightmare and sleep paralysis, so if you like videos like this, then please keep on watching. And I have my laptop with me because this is a very detailed story time and I have to read through my outline so that I will not steer away from my topic. Okay, so for several years now, I've been suffering from a sleep disorder called sleep paralysis, and it's nakakatakot na nagfi-film ako habang nasa kwarto ako. Sana hindi ako dito nag-film. Anyway, so sleep paralysis is a feeling of being conscious but unable to move, so it occurs when a person passes between stages of wakefulness and sleep. During this transition, you may be unable to move or speak for a few seconds up to a few minutes. And if you experienced those things, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear about your stories, about your sleep paralysis stories. So anyway, moving on to the story. And I think the first instance that this happened to me was back when I was in high school, but I didn't really think about it too much, you know. I didn't really think that it's a big deal because I thought that it's normal, especially if you're stressed. It's normal to experience sleep paralysis. But the encounters, as I'd like to call them, became more and more intense as I was growing up. 3 years ago, I was still at college back then, but it was a weekend, so I'm staying at our home in Cavite. I will sleep with the lights off, with the doors open, so that I can still faintly hear that there are still people outside, you know? I remember sleeping at around 11:05 p.m. I checked my phone and then I set the alarm to 7 a.m. I think, because we're going to church the next day and it's Saturday night. I was lying on the left side of my face, so it's really important that just take note that I was lying on the left side of my face. And I will read the rest of the story from my laptop. The first sequence that I can remember was I'm running away from something or from someone, and all I can say is that I'm extremely terrified and I was just running around the place that looks like an abandoned mall. And then I felt like all of my fears, all of the possible fears that I have, form this figure. And at this moment, I knew that I was only dreaming and I'm fighting so hard to wake myself up. I was trying to move, or I was trying to really wake myself up, but I can't. This figure suddenly became a terrifying, and I don't want to say it out loud, but yeah, it's like the form is like a demon. And it's really huge and muscular, but it doesn't have any skin. I just can say that it had a really huge build and the flesh was like burnt, and I can see through some parts of its body. And yes, it does have horns and its eyes were just black, as in peach black. It was going after me and I tried my best to run as fast as I could. At the corner of my eye, I saw this kid. So this kid is actually Abby. She's a gorgeous friend of mine. She's way younger than me. I'm not really sure why she got into my dream, or I can't really remember if I was thinking of her before I sleep or something like that, you know. I was just not sure why she's included in my dream. I saw her at the corner of my eye and my instinct was to grab her and save her from the beast. And I felt like my priority at that moment was to save her from that beast. You know, I was thinking less of myself, didn't really care about myself, and my priority was just to save her. The beast started shouting, "Stop fighting it. You'll never make it. You'll never reach it. Stop fighting it." The beast was getting closer and closer, and at the end of the place that we're at, I saw this small door, like small, bright, white door in the middle of nowhere, and it was just glowing, and we were just running towards it because I had that feeling that that will save us. That door will... So this door looks like it's very narrow, and it's like the doors that you can see inside a mall where the maintenance personnel keep their cleaning stuff. And so the door was so narrow and you wouldn't think that two people can actually fit inside. I shoved Abby inside of the door. Then as I was trying trying to save myself from the beast. The beast caught me and it ripped off my left side, the left side of my face. So it was so painful. The blood was dripping everywhere. I can actually feel it in real life, you know, because I was already aware that I was just dreaming. So while the beast was casually eating half of my face, I managed to get inside the door after struggling so much. It was still shouting the same thing. So the beast was still shouting, "Stop fighting it, you'll never make it, you'll never reach it, stop doing it." Yeah, and when I turned to Abby, she has no face. And that was the part that really scared me the most. And I think that was the moment that I woke up from that dream. So during that encounter, I was already aware that I was just dreaming. So I already have this like thought that, oh, you know, I'm trying to comfort myself that, oh, maybe I was just in REM sleep. My dog might be just, you know, licking my face because I left the door open. After seeing that she has no face, I actually felt someone breathing in my ear. I was already awake and it was breathing on the left side of my face, and I was just so afraid. I cannot explain how afraid I was. I was trying to move. So here comes the sleep paralysis. I was trying to move, but I can't. I was just trying so hard to shout for my mom or just reach my cell phone and then call my mom so that they will go to my room. But it was still there. I cannot move right now. It was still there and it was so moist. It's like when someone is breathing really, really close to your ear and you can actually feel the moist of the breath. When I opened my eyes, in reality, it was just pitch black. I cannot see a thing. So it's kind of weird that the room was pitch black because first I left the door open and then second, I have 2 windows. It's kind of impossible, especially if there are like lampposts outside. I still cannot move and I was just trying to shout a prayer in order to get rid of the bad spirit, because I can really feel the presence inside the room. I just tried to close my eyes and go back to sleep, you know, but it didn't work. So after around 1 minute of struggling, I was finally able to move, and then I reached for my phone. I texted some of my church mates who are close to me, and including Denise, who is the older sister of Abby. And then I wrote down the details of my dreams in my notes. I don't think that it's just a normal dream. I think there's like a message that I need to get from that dream. And this really happened to me 3 years ago, and thinking about it makes me really scared. So actually that's the end of the story. It's a bit open-ended. That's why I'm telling you guys, if you know how to like interpret dreams, or like if you can help me with the meaning of my dream, please leave a comment down below. Please help me. If you also experience like sleep paralysis or intense nightmares, please share them down below. I'd love to hear your stories as well. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.